What's up, guys? We're back again with a PSA graded submission reveal. I just got back these cards from GameStop. I submitted them around 2 months ago, and I'm really hoping for some bangers. Give me a 10. Let's go. Whale Lord, we're living large right now. One of my favorite cards, and if you didn't know, the new PSA submission after like the 11 certs, they're heavier. The cards actually feel substantially heavier. I got one that I bought from eBay, and I was like, wait, this almost feels fake. Is this a real slab? But yeah, the new slabs, you guys let me know what you think about that. Whale Lord, always going to be one of my favorite cards, and I wanted to submit that. I got that from just an online distributor on eBay, and I didn't know if it was going to be a 10 or not. So next one, Sveal. All right, I remember getting this one at a card show. Centering looks pretty good. And it's also a 10. Let's go. Awesome stuff. I did not look at the grades beforehand, so I don't know what we're going to hit. I just really hope that the bigger bangers in here, like the Bubble Mew, become 10s. I really hope it is a 10 as well. I mean, Japanese, it's really hard to go wrong. And it is. Let's go. Awesome stuff. Now we get into the big ones. This was a bit disappointing because they did not grade all of the cards. Usually GameStop graded all of the cards that I got. Oh man, that was heavy. That actually shook my entire desk. Little Pikachu in the corner, just like, stop, dude. Round is super effective against me. We don't want earthquakes. Anyway, it does end up having a PSA box, which is interesting because usually, as you guys saw, just gives you these. So, I don't know. PSA whips out the big box when the GameStop submissions are through this. Oh my goodness. Look at all those slabs. So many to choose from. Let's just go from the top. Here we go, baby. Aurora. Hopefully it's a 10. And it is. Let's go. All right, guys. If I have 100% gem right here, I don't even know what to do. I feel like we gotta donate some money to charity if we hit 100%, especially that Bubble Mew. It better be a 10. That's the one that I care about the most. All right, next card. Flying Pikachu. Pikachu. 10. Let's go. All 10s today. This pie looking mad thick. Also, by the way, the Celebrations Pikachus, I think those for $3, the raw cards, if you are able to get these, and they're usually gradable, I would grade them. They're going to shoot up as people realize how cool they are. And usually as time goes on and celebrations becomes older anniversaries, they're going to be worth more and more money. And it's just really cool cards. Got another Whale Lord out here, and it's also a 10. Damn. All right, we are stacking up a tower out here. Whale Lord is going to be swimming in a sea of 10s. Next one, we got the Bubble Mew. Oh, dude, come on. This was not supposed to be this early. It is one of the bigger bangers of the submission. I need a 10 here. I need a 10 here. Come on, baby, no! This is actually a tragedy. Oh, I lost a coin flip on this at a card show, and I ended up paying full price instead of the price that I wanted, which was like around 80%. Damn, that's rough. Anyway, if you look at the centering from left to right, there is a bit more silvering on the right side. We'll pull up the scan so you guys can see a little bit more of a thorough picture here, but I know there's really slight whitening in the bottom right corner, but that's not super visible. It has to be the centering, I think. You guys let me know what you think was wrong with this card. I thought there was a 50-50 shot. It would be a PSA 10 or a 9. The top bottom centering and then also left to right wasn't phenomenal. I think that's definitely what got it. But man, if you get a card that's not a 10 and it's a big card and the only thing wrong is centering, for me at least, I would treasure that card a lot more than the screwed up corners and then the dinged up sides. What is the worst defect for cards for you? For me, it is always going to be, you know, scratches on the card and then dings, and then centering is like the least important. As long as it's not something like 90% on the left, 10% on the right. Anyway, still a super cool card. Just a bit disappointing that we weren't able to pull the 10 on the card that I wanted the most. I actually kind of forgot all the cards in here because, you know, it's been a couple months. Next one, Misty Psyduck. Also 9. A lot of these vintage cards, I didn't actually expect to get 10s. I just wanted to submit them. Oh no, Pikachu, you fell down. Pikachu just fainted because we kept hitting 9s. Damn. And Psyduck's just sitting there confused. We're going to be moving it a little bit quicker out here. You guys gave me that feedback last time where I'm just a yapper. Pikachu, also a 9. Dude, did they just throw all the 9s together? I think that's what they did. Oh man, that's kind of brutal. Usually Pikachu VMAXs, the gem rate is ridiculously high. There are so many more 10s than there are 9s. So I don't know what was wrong with that one, but that is a bit disappointing. It probably was centering as well. I think some of the centerings that I sent in, they were like borderline, and I just wanted to see what we could get away with. All right, so this is the Pikachu illustration card. This is a free card as long as you spent a certain amount of money on the Pokemon website. And it's a 10. Wait, this is really hard to get a 10 in. Like ridiculously hard. I'm stoked that I get this. I am not selling this. This is going to be in my personal collection. That is a fat W. That is kind of making up for the Bubble Mew a little bit, but nah, that's kind of copium. All right, next one. We got a Surfing Pikachu. Surf away with the W. Yes, sir. 10s all day. Damn, that's awesome. And I don't really consider the vintage cards getting non-10s as a big deal. But if these modern cards that I expect to get 10s, like the Surfing Pikachus, get 9s, I'm sad. Let's go. All right, we're keeping it up. We're keeping up the W train out here. Japanese should be next. We got the Wailord, and that's a 10 as well. Damn, are we not going to get a single 9 Wailord? That would just be fire. I mean, he's a water Pokemon, but he's providing some heat out here. Okay, so this Pikachu VMAX, I noticed that vendor just picked it up, and I was like, you know what? This looks pretty crispy. This looks pretty clean. This card also almost always gets PSA 10, so see if we can do it. Good centering on the back. Yes, big banger. This is one of the coolest cards from Lost Origin, and hitting the 10 there feels phenomenal. I mean, it was to be expected. I don't send in modern cards unless I expect them to hit 10s. Come on, guys. Let's go. Let's run it. Mimikyu. So this is the Paldean Fates ETB. It's not even the Pokemon Center one. I just thought it looked clean, so I wanted to send it in, and it is also a 10. Nice. So if you didn't know, PSA grades these cards a lot harsher when they're newer. Like if I graded these like a long time ago, it would be easier to grade 10s. So I'm glad. It's not glad. Well, maybe it is glad. And we're all hitting 10s out here. Articuno. This is my favorite artwork from the Journey Together Battle Partner set. If you guys have anything that you like more, let me know. This is by far my chase card. And I think that the Japanese just hits better. The artwork is more crisp. The colors hit harder and it's more vibrant. The texture is better in Japanese cards quite often. And obviously the quality is better. I did notice though that a lot of times for PSA 10 copies, like I thought at least a couple of the Articunas that I sent in were not the best. So it wouldn't be super surprising for me that I got like 2 or 3 9s on those. I did send in a couple more, I think so. We'll see. Darkrai. Oh, this is a big card too. This better be a 10. This is one of my favorite Pokemon. And I remember like catching him as a kid. So come on. No, damn, dude. I'm cursing myself. I got to say that I don't want it to be a 10 and that it's probably a 10. I don't know. Like, what's wrong with this? I thought the centering was pretty much perfect. Top, bottom, the centering looks really good. Left, right, I guess still pretty good, right? What could be wrong with this? If you look at the back, it looks centered for sure. I mean, there was no dings on the corners. Legitimately, looking at the scan, this just looks like a joke that this wasn't a 10. Is PSA please submit again? Is that their acronym? Like, legitimately, you guys let me know what you think is wrong with this card, because I have no clue. Maybe we submit this again and just see what PSA gives me in the next video, or I don't know. You guys let me know. Is it worth it cracking and submitting? It's a card I really like. I'm going to crack it. I'm going to crack it. We'll see. We'll see. So subscribe if you want to see what this card gets again and when we do a whole bunch of cross grading and regrading cards. Okie dokie. So he's like, Jake, okie dokie. Stop with the shenanigans. 10 all day, baby. Look at that pile. We were piling up the W's. Also, PSA did not grade a lot of my cards. So we'll see what that joke is afterward. Wailord, come on, baby. Yes. Another 10. Okay, by the way, when I pre-grade my cards, I look at light. I shine light on all the cards. So then the surfaces I can guarantee are not going to have scratches. So if you guys want to see a video of me pre-grading cards so then you can see like how to hit more 10s, let me know. This is going to be a 9, guaranteed. Yep. I love this. This is awesome. This is my life. I was talking about how well we were doing. I just cursed myself. Next one's going to be a 9, guys. It's going to be a 9. It's going to be a 9. It's going to be a 9. And then maybe it ends up a 10. That's what's going to happen. Yep. Next one's going to be a 9 too. Next one's going to be a 9. That's the strategy. You have to keep saying 9 and then everything will be fine. Man, I'm going to get superstitious now. This is doing me dirty. Another 10 from Wailord. Oh my goodness. You guys want a Wailord? Let me know. Maybe we should start doing giveaways when we do submissions too. I think it'd be cool. Okay, this is heat. I don't even want to say anything besides 9. 9. Let's go, baby. That's the strategy. You just scream 9 and then everything is fine. This is a divine card, Palkia V-Star. So the only issue with these cards is printed so heavily. Crown Zenith is one of the bets that everyone has. The price won't skyrocket or anything like that, but I just like the cards, so I don't really care. That's the thing. A lot of times when you buy cards like this, it's a little bit risky. So I wouldn't recommend dumping too much money into these cards because they're very volatile when there's a ton of them. But if you pull them yourself, or maybe you just like it for the artwork and you grab a raw copy, like I grabbed this raw and graded it, Man, it's nice to hit your own 10. It's also way more satisfying grading your cards yourself and earning the 10 compared to like buying it off of someone and then paying 10x the price. Y'all let me know. Do you grade your own cards or do you run it and just buy them? Okay, 10. Oh, wait, I should have said that. I'm a moron. I'm also recording this at 4 a.m. because, you know, I just have degenerate hours with my work with Clash Royale. So I kind of forget things sometimes. You guys are going to say it's scripted. I'm just an idiot. This is a Whale Lord, another 10. You guys know how it is. It makes sense that this pile is big. That's Whale Lords. They take up a lot of room, you know? Double Articuno? 9 and 10. Okay, yeah. I kind of expected to get a 9. I did not expect all of these to be 10s. I'm kind of glad that Articunos are getting a lot of 10s. I wish that one of the Whale Lords was a 9 and not the Articuno, to be honest. The Articuno artwork is so I don't know why I'm deciding to showcase the 9 a little bit more than the 10, but yeah, I'm a huge fan of this. I'll probably have it in a whole bunch of videos off on the side. Like you guys might be able to see the Mew and Mewtwo out there laughing at each other, and one of the Mewtwo's kind of pissed. That's also one of my favorite cards. I always have them around. They're like artwork pieces that I just admire, and it makes me smile whenever I look at them. What do you guys do with your Pokemon cards? You just have them in a closet or in like a little corner, not looking at them all the time? Some of my friends do that. I don't know. I just like having them around. This is a Reshiram illustration rare, so it doesn't have the stamp on it. That means that it's actually an artwork that you would pull. The stamped one is from the enhanced booster box that everyone gets. So this is a lot more valuable, and it's also a 10. Hell yeah, brother, man. That's what I'm talking about. It's not easy to grade these as 10. I think I go through like, I don't know, maybe 1 out of 20 or so cards that I pick up or that I see before I find one that is actually worth grading. Because the grading cost is like 20 bucks now. If you grade something that ends up a 9, you're essentially like losing money. So that's why, you know, when I grade, I only grade cards that I can almost guarantee. Another 10. All right. Okay. I swear the last 2 cards won't be Whale Lord. Or wait. I only have 1 card left. What is it going to be? If this is a Whale Lord, I'm going to crash out. All right. Charizard V. Don't sleep on me, baby. No. The final card was a 9, but that was awesome. Look at the disparity in 10s and 9s. That was humongous. We'll have the number on the screen of how many 9s and how many 10s we got, but this is enormous. By far one of the best submissions I could have ever hoped for. The only downside is what you're about to see here. I do not know what they did. Oh no, it's my metal cards. That's actually really lame. They say return. No grade, no charge, no holder. So it's just my metal cards. They refuse to grade that. That's really interesting that PSA decided to do that through GameStop. I guess there's just a chance that they might damage it or something. But when they ship it back and they ship it like not necessarily in bubble wrap, like the bubble wrap wasn't even protecting it. I guess the PSA Pokeballs just weren't strong enough to capture the Mews. But man, this card is beautiful. And I went through around like 20 or 30 of these and picked out my best ones. I really wanted them in sequential with the Bubble Mew 2 and have them both be 10s, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I'll probably regrade these through actual PSA. There's some weird thing where PSA would grade them and then GameStop wouldn't grade metal cards, and that's what I was reading online. Because GameStop gave me back cash and I was wondering what in the order they would potentially not grade without looking through the grades and spoiling myself. We'll grade them with PSA later on and we'll let you guys know what happens. Y'all let me know what you thought about the submission. Overall, I think huge win. Lots of Whale Lords. We are W for Whale Lord in the chat or in the comment section, or maybe some monumental L's for our Mews that were 9s or just simply not graded. Like the video if you enjoyed, subscribe for more content, and also let me know down in the comment section what you want to see for future videos, whether it's more grading videos or showing you guys how I grade cards and pre-grade them to select the best ones that are going to be 10s, or what cards I am personally picking up and grading for future. I'm pretty much open to anything because I'm always degenerately trying to fit more Pokemon into my life. I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day. Pikachu and I will see you in the next one, and peace out.